Hello everyone, I'm back with another Reddit Addicts episode. If you find my videos entertaining, please kindly subscribe and like them. Thanks to everyone for your suggestions and kind notes. Now, let's get started with today's exciting stories.
I regret beating up the man my wife cheated on me with. I, 35M, found out my wife, 36M, had been cheating on me 2 years ago. A mutual friend pointed out some suspicious behavior and suggested I confront her. I came home unexpectedly early by design and caught them in our bed. While he dressed and tried to leave, she broke down and started trying to explain herself. At the time, I was so angry that all I wanted was to hurt something. I've never considered myself the type of man to hit a woman, so I followed the guy out and beat him before he could get into his car. I left him there, bleeding and hurt, and stayed with my brother for a while. Over time, I came to realize that there were a lot of problems with our marriage. I wasn't supporting her the way I should have been, and she had been distant with me. The cheating wasn't just another problem, it was a symptom of all the problems we already had with communication, expressing affection, and initiating connection. We weren't putting any work into our relationship, and we were falling out of love. She cheated, and I ignored it and her. We went to counseling together and started putting in real effort to tackling our problems and building our relationship. It's been just over 2 years of hard work, but now we're better than we've ever been. Recently, my wife told me that she truly appreciates how calm and self-aware I was when I caught her cheating, and that just removing myself from the situation had been more maturity and grace than she deserved at the time. At once, I both realized she didn't know what I had done to that man and was reminded of my regret. I had felt bad about it before, but I justified it because they had hurt me first and I was just staking claim or whatever on my woman. Now, that isn't doing it for me anymore. I feel regret for the physical harm I caused this man I didn't know, this man who in my mind was just a symptom of and a wake-up call to the problems with my marriage. I feel like a violent, cruel man for hurting him as badly as I did. And I feel like a liar for letting my wife believe I had that maturity and grace to leave, when really I had the opposite. This is beginning to really eat at me, but I don't know who I could tell when I'm so ashamed of myself. Comment 1. I was FWB with a guy in a similar situation. I didn't know it when we started hooking up. You would have never guessed it in a million years. He had just gotten out of prison after 5.5 years for attempted murder. He said he was a drug addict at the time, and came home to find his fiancée and mother of his child in bed with his best friend. Apparently he just went to town on the best friend, and in the end had him on the ground choking him with the intent to kill him, but changed his mind and decided not to just before reaching that point. He was arrested and charged with attempted murder. He didn't fight it. Went to jail, said he just kept to himself and spent the time doing a lot of introspection and self-improvement. In particular having regular sessions with the jail psych to work on anger management, etc. He said he was grateful to have gone to jail. It meant he was forced to get off drugs and stay off them for an extended period, and he never wanted to touch them ever again. Unfortunately, he's never allowed to see his kid again, which is sad both for him and the kid. He reached out to me a good 4 or so years after I had last spoken to him. He was still clean, and still behaving at the point, so I do believe it really was a turning point for him. Comment 2. The dude broke the bro code. He knew she was a cheating hoe and disrespected her husband. The beatdown wasn't wrong in any way. I'll bet it changed the way he sees things now. Life lessons. Hopefully he did learn. His wife saying she's glad he was mature enough to let her boyfriend go years later after gaslighting him into taking the blame says all I need to know about her. OP, were you cheating too? Or did you keep the faith like you are supposed to in a marriage? I've been married 25 years. Marriage isn't all rainbows and butterflies. Infatuation wanes, passion fades. Looks change, but you keep going. Marriage is a commitment. She made decisions on feelings rather than real love and commitment. Sure, you can look back at any point in a relationship and see where you failed, where she failed, and make changes. But bring a man home to fuck in your own bed? That's malice and disrespect. You may not have been great, but you were there. Stop being a wimp and tell her that you beat him down and would do it again because he needed it. Comment 3. To be fair, we have no idea what she might have told the dude. He might have been relatively innocent in all this, believing her to be single, divorced, widowed, or in an open relationship. The fact that she never learned of the fight seems like it might indicate she didn't exactly see the dude on the regular, like if he was a coworker or something. Either way, since OP wants to take another shot at things, and they are both attending therapy, hopefully she's matured enough from this experience that she won't just continue expressing her dissatisfaction by climbing on a random dude. And hopefully OP has enough self-respect to not stay with her if she fails him like that again. Comment 4. My guess is cheaters are highly manipulative anyhow, so he's been in a mindfuck. And since he loves her and chose to stay, it's easier to deflect blame to himself and the affair partner. Or else OP probably couldn't sleep at night next to his cheating wife in the same house, room, and bed she cheated in.
We hope you enjoyed this story. Thanks for watching and hope to see you in the next video. And before you go, please be sure to subscribe for more.